Taehyung, better known by his stage name V of BTS, recently drew international attention after an Instagram post of his suddenly disappeared only a few hours after being uploaded. The post showed him with a noticeably different look, a long mustache that stood out against his handsome features. At first, the picture was seen as a form of style experimentation and self-expression. Many ARMYs, the fandom name for BTS fans, welcomed the post with curiosity and excitement. But a large number of others reacted negatively, saying that the mustache did not suit him, looked strange, or even made him look unattractive. Soon after the wave of criticism intensified, the photo vanished from Taehyung's Instagram account. Fans who managed to save screenshots confirmed that the post had indeed existed before being deleted. The sudden disappearance immediately triggered heated debates among both fans and international netizens. Reactions to the mustache photo varied widely. A large portion of negative comments came from accounts lamenting his experiment. Some wrote things like, "Appa, the mustache doesn't suit you, better without it," while others were harsher with words like, "Oh my god, this ruins your handsome face." On Twitter X, a smaller hashtag even began circulating. #BringBackHandsomeTaehyung, implicitly criticizing his appearance with the mustache. These reactions reflected how many fans still held fixed expectations for their idol's visual image, as if they had the right to dictate his hair, fashion, or even something as minor as facial hair. On the other hand, not a few ARMYs defended Taehyung, emphasizing that an artist is also a human being entitled to self-expression. But the positive voices were drowned out by the louder and more massive wave of negativity. Taehyung responded not only through the deletion of the Instagram post but also on Weverse. When a fan commented, "Appa, just remove the mustache. We want to see you remain as handsome as usual," Taehyung replied with a short but meaningful sentence, "I thought you said you would respect my wishes." This response immediately struck a chord with fans, making many feel guilty. It sounded like a subtle rebuke, as if he was expressing disappointment at how fans' expectations ended up constraining his freedom. When another fan asked, "Taehyung, do you really think the mustache suits you?" he humorously responded, "Maybe someday it will suit me when I'm in my 50s. The reply showed that Taehyung could still approach the criticism with humor, though there was a trace of disappointment beneath his words. After reading these responses, many fans began to reflect. On online forums, serious discussions emerged about how fans should treat their idols. Some said, "We always say we'll support whatever he chooses, but we were the first to criticize," while others admitted, "I feel guilty because I laughed at his photo yesterday, but it was simply his self-expression." This collective reflection highlighted a painful truth. Excessive love can sometimes turn into a form of control that restricts an idol's personal freedom. Korean media outlets were quick to cover the incident. Several entertainment portals published articles with headlines such as, "BTS's Taehyung deletes mustache photo after negative comments," fans moved by his response. International outlets like Okpop and Billboard Korea also picked up the story, emphasizing how even a global superstar like Taehyung remains vulnerable to public scrutiny and emotional strain. This event sparked wider debates on the balance between personal freedom and the expectations imposed by the K-pop industry and its fandom. Observers argued that the case revealed a larger issue: whether idols should fully adapt to their fans' tastes or be allowed to freely choose their own lifestyle and appearance. On one hand, ARMYs fell in love with Taehyung because of his visuals, talent, and charisma. Yet when he tried something outside the ideal image, some quickly rejected it. This highlighted a double standard. Cultural psychologist Dr. Lee Min-kyung commented, "This incident is a perfect example of the love-hate relationship between fans and idols. Fans love their idols, but that love often comes with an element of control." Although no official statements were released from the other BTS members, many fans assumed that his bandmates must have offered support privately. Jungkook, for example, has often experimented with hairstyles, tattoos, and piercings, and many believe he would understand Taehyung's attempt with facial hair. RM, the leader, has previously spoken about the importance of preserving one's personal identity despite global scrutiny. Such support is assumed to be a source of strength for Taehyung during times of harsh criticism. The controversy was not limited to Korea. Armies worldwide rallied behind Taehyung with hashtags like #WeLoveYouTaehyung and #LetTaehyungBe, which trended on Twitter as a form of solidarity. International fans insisted that Taehyung was an artist who had every right to experiment with his appearance. Many reminded others that his uniqueness was precisely what made him iconic within BTS. One fan from Brazil wrote, "We fell in love with Taehyung not because of his clean-shaven face, but because of his soul. Let him do what he wants." The situation also carried broader implications for the fan-idol relationship. When artists feel compelled to delete personal posts due to negative comments, it reveals the overwhelming power of public opinion in shaping their image. If this continues, idols may become overly cautious, losing the freedom to reveal their authentic selves. Loyal armies certainly do not want Taehyung, or any BTS member, to feel trapped under psychological pressure caused by imposed standards. In the end, the deleted mustache photo incident is a clear example of how complex the relationship between idols and their fans can be. Taehyung merely wanted to express himself, but the expectations of fans turned a small step into a major controversy. From this episode, many fans have learned the importance of respecting their idols' personal choices. At the same time, Taehyung showed grace by responding with humor, even if tinged with sadness. Looking forward, both armies and the public are encouraged to support Taehyung not just as a member of BTS with flawless visuals, but as a human being who deserves the freedom to express himself.